bonjour, salut, and welcome to a quiet corner of BookTube, where today we are going to be doing the SpongeBob SquarePants the musical book tag. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Steph, and yeah, today we are going to be doing a SpongeBob SquarePants the musical book tag because this musical is just so colorful and fun and amazing and such a cool representation of my childhood being brought into my adult life that I wanted to do something really cool for it. Now, if you aren't familiar with the SpongeBob SquarePants musical, what are you doing? How are you not familiar with it? It's both SpongeBob and a musical. It's a combination of two pretty fun things, and there's a volcano, and you have Plankton rapping, and there are songs written by Lady Antebellum, Panic at the Disco. A bunch of really big names wrote songs for this musical. I think Play My Tees too. So I definitely recommend checking out the original cast recording because it's awesome. That being said, there are a lot of songs from a lot of it blends together a lot of different genres in a really beautiful way. And you can hear a hint of each artist in each song, especially Chop to the Top, which was written by Lady Antebellum. You can just hear the country kind of vibes in there, but somehow it's just performed so beautifully. You can tell it's part of this musical, and I love that about all the songs on this cast recording. But we're getting out of the range I was going to talk about, so let's talk about this musical. There are a lot of songs written by a lot of artists, and it would be a really long video if I did a question for every song, which I did, but there's a catch. I wanted to do a really unique book tag. I wanted to do one where people get to choose what answers they get to answer for, what questions they want to answer, where they can choose a specific 5 out of a list of a bunch and say, okay, I want to answer this one. I have a book for that one. I can answer this one. You know, sometimes book tags don't get done because people don't have the books or they just don't feel like doing that specific tag. Well, that's an obvious given, but a lot of times, for me personally, sometimes I won't do book tags because I don't have books fit certain categories, and so they just never get done and stuff like that. I wanted to make a book tag where, like I said earlier, you can pick and choose from the questions, from the songs, and decide, hey, I have a book that will fit this category. That'd be fun to talk about. So that's another reason I wanted to create this tag. I thought it would be fun to have all the questions, which will be down in the description below, all of them, all the different songs, and then their relating questions, and you just get to pick and choose 5 of them. So that's what I did. I'm going to choose 5 of the questions correlating to different songs from this musical, and I'm just going to talk about books. First up is Bikini Bottom Day, a book that introduces a large cast of characters. Now, Bikini Bottom Day is the opening number for this amazing musical. It's where we're introduced to SpongeBob, we get Patrick, we get Squidward, we meet Sandy, we meet Mr. Krabs and Pearl, and you have the whole ensemble of characters, and it's so colorful and beautiful, and I love it. I wish I could see this musical in real life, you guys. The large cast of characters I'm going to talk about are from Midnight Crossroad by Charlene Harris. I have the Midnight Texas, which is the TV adaptation of this book. That's the cover I have. This is the first in a trilogy, and it has a really large cast of characters. There's more characters than are on the cover. I'm still bitter that they didn't put Chewie on the cover. He is one of my favorite characters on the show, and, let's see, we have the Rev, we have, God, I forgot her name. We have Fiji, we have Bobo, we have Lem, we have, oh God, I forgot the main character, Manfred. We have Creek, we have Joe. What's her name? I can't remember her name. And there's also Chewie on here that isn't on the cover, but it's great. There's also a dog in the book. You don't see much of a dog on the show. I don't remember there being a dog on the show. But there's a dog in the book, and he's adorable, and I love him. It's a really big cast. It kind of goes between all their perspectives. Sometimes group perspectives. Most of the time, it's just like, we'll focus on a couple characters per chapter and still move the story along. It was pretty okay. I liked it. It was okay. I watched the show first, and that's what made me want to read the books. I do want to read the second book just because there are plot lines that went in the show that weren't in this first book. So I'm really interested to see how they work out in the books in relativity to the show, especially with the show's second season supposed to be coming out. So I'm excited about that, but I can wait. It's not something super pressing for my TBR. The next song that I'm pulling from the musical is Poor Pirates, P-O-O-R. Talk about your favorite pirate crew. For that, I'm going with the crew from To Kill a Kingdom. I'm not yet done with this book. I've been putting off, even though this is one of my highly anticipated reads. It is amazing! I love this pirate crew. I love the captain. I love the relationship between two of the crewmates. I love them. They're just awesome. I recommend this book. It's basically Little Mermaid retelling, but with sirens, and a lot more murder, and stabbing, and ripping hearts right straight out of a chest. It's really fun. Then we have The Best Day Ever. The somehow, like, happiest and saddest song at the same time. And for that, I want you to choose someone who's optimistic despite oncoming doom that they can't prevent. For that, once again, I'm talking about they both die at the end by Adam Silvera, because they're told the day they die, on the day that they die, they have 24, sometime within the next 24 hours, they're gonna die, and they can't do anything about it. But somehow, these characters still have a good day. They still have a bit of optimism about them, despite the incoming, we're gonna die. It hurts a lot, but there's points where they're, like, really happy, and it makes it hurt even more. And Adam Silvera ruined me. Next up is the finale, the Bikini Bottom Day reprise. For this one, I want you to talk about a book with a happy ending. And the book that I'm going to talk about with a happy ending is Coco, a story about music, shoes, and family. And is this cheating because the movie came out first? No. This book is a little bit more background into Mama Coco. It gives you a little bit, just a little bit more about even Miguel as a baby. That part was so cute. And it's just a really good book. It's basically the movie in book form, but like I said, there's a little bit extra about Mama Coco's growing up, about Miguel as a baby, like just very short about Miguel as a baby, but it's a really good book, and it has a happy ending if you've seen the movie. It's basically the same, but it's so cute. I love it. Then, the Spongebob theme song, a classical novel. A classic novel, and for that, I'm going with Lord of the Flies, because it's the one I remember the most from high school, because that was the year I had one of the best English teachers, and shout out to Mr. Bacon. I just like the conversations about this book, and reading this book, and when certain characters, things happen to them, it was, like, a little bit devastating, but also, like, it was inevitable. I loved this. I shouldn't say I loved it. It's been a while since I read it. A long while. Probably should read it soon. And that's my tag. Like I said, there is a list of all the songs from the musical and the corresponding questions down below. You choose 5 of them. You choose 5 books that can fit those questions. And you just go for it. It's fun. I want to do something different with the book tag and fun. Optional questions, not just like, here's a set of questions. Yeah, here's a set of them, but you only have to choose 5. If you want to be really ambitious and do all of them, shout out to you, and I will love you forever. So now we come down to the tagging parts. And this is the fun part, because 1, I'm going to tag everyone watching this on the BookTube weekly playlist. Hey guys! 2, I'm going to tag just another booktuber, because Sarah, I love ya. 3, I'm going to tag some random nothings, because I told you I'd tag it in some upcoming stuff, and I hope you'll enjoy this one. 4, I like tag Flynn's banter, although I don't know if you like SpongeBob. I hope you do. I'm just going on the assumption that most people grew up with a bit of SpongeBob in their life, so I hope you'll like this, and I know it's weird because musicals, I don't know if you're into that either, but I know you like books, so I know that part of the tag you'll like, maybe. I'm also going to tag any SpongeBob or musical fans in general, because it's really fun. I just want to share the fun. That's all I got for you guys today. I hope you have fun with this if you end up doing it. It'd be really awesome. I'd love to see more people just SpongeBobbing it up. Jam into this musical if you haven't listened to it. I really recommend it. It's really fun. It's really colorful. It's SpongeBob. Ethan Slater is such a good SpongeBob. He is such the perfect human embodiment of this little sponge. I love it. If you want to check out the last tag I created, that was the BuzzFeed book tag. And if you're interested in that at all, if you like BuzzFeed, I'll link that right here. If you want to subscribe, my face will be right here, as well as a little button down there. You can hit the bell icon. If you subscribe, please notify when I post new videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. There's also a video you might enjoy from my channel right here. And yeah, that's all I've got from you guys today. I hope you have a lovely day / night, and I'll see you later. Wah! I missed.